All right. And as I mentioned, we have a fitness pool, which is over here. Um, so if you do like to swim laps, obviously you can use it for that, but sometimes people just use it to get away from the hustle and bustle of being right here. As you can see, we have cabanas as well.
Nice.
So you can kind of pick and choose.
Great.
So do you like the pool setup we have here?
This is beautiful. Love it.
And right here is a terrific place if you ever have an event to rent out. You know, anniversaries, birthdays, what have you. Our residents really enjoy it, and it's probably a better rate than you would get if you went off-site and rented somewhere, I believe, and I'll check. I think it's like 5 hours for $100.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
Oh,
there's a
it's
kitchen
got a-
here as well.
That's great.
And back here is just bathrooms and things like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. So you mentioned that if you found what you'd like to move in 2 to 3 months. What's kind of influencing your timeline there?
So we did sell the house,
Mhm.
and we're able to stay in it for 2 months, and then I did like a lease back from her, for like a couple months, just to give us some time to find something. So if we could find something in 2 months, that'd be great, just to stop us from having to move twice or go into put the stuff in storage and go into temporary housing. So
Absolutely. I was in the military and there for a stretch of, 10 years. We moved 10 times. I wasn't in the military 10 years. It's just when I got out, I had to go move for school a couple times and things of that nature. But long story short, everybody hates moving.
yes.
And we were fortunate enough the last time we moved, we didn't have to move really because my wife's job reload us, and they have movers come in, take care of everything. All you really got to do is unpack, but it still wasn't any fun. I just don't like moving.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun having to pack everything up, especially with kids.
Yeah, definitely.
You realize just how much they've accumulated over the years, and then you sit back in shock.
I think that's any time you move though, because I think now we can actually both fit both cars in the garage because I made a point of it, but I think we had to have 2 garage sales to achieve that. And then the rest went to Habitat, that we
Yeah.
didn't sell. A little bit of a tax write-off. So yeah, as I mentioned, we do try to preserve all the nature here, and just, you got the live oaks, the magnolias, really just everything that's native to Florida. I don't realize why so many people, when they build, they don't preserve that stuff.
It just makes it nicer. You don't feel like you're in a concrete jungle then.
Exactly.
It really is beautiful.
And going along with that, we seed all our lots, so if you have a vacant lot that's waiting to be built on, it's still going to be nice and grassy, so you don't feel like you're in a construction zone.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that in a lot of like the new communities that when we were looking at other builders, that it just seemed like there's just dirt and wood and concrete everywhere, and all the trucks everywhere. I mean, here you still really feel like you're in a community.
Yeah, and when I was talking about a 30-second difference, like attention to detail, we try to keep a lot of a variety in our homes. So we have what we call monotony codes, which just basically means you can't just continuously build the next home next to one another, and you'll see some of the homes have, tile, some of them have shingles, so there's a lot of diversity, not everything, for lack of a better word, is, cookie cutter.
That is nice.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the size of the community here so far?
It's massive.
It is big, isn't it?
Yes.
But all those amenities you mentioned, this home right here, on a golf cart or even a bike, you're never more than a few minutes away.
Yeah, that's great.
thought it was further down. All right. Here's the Endless Summer. It's a Mediterranean style. You got pavers on the your driveway, just so it looks a little nicer. You have your yard light and your coach lights. As I mentioned, everything here is native to Florida, so it thrives. But you know, you're not gonna have to worry about watering anymore because we have Rainbird irrigation systems, so they're set on the timer and it's a lot less maintenance. Does that sound like something that's nice, especially on a day like today? Would you want to be able to water them?
No, that is great.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything to make my life easier.
And all of these, with the exception of that hibiscus, will be green all year round. We'll shed some of its leaves, but most of them keep their flowers all winter. Just depends on how
Pretty.
much sun it gets. We personalize the plaques here, so you know, it's just another thing that adds character to the home.
Yeah, there's a cute little palm tree.
Yeah, that goes with the theme of the community along with the colors. We use quarter paint on the exteriors here, and the good thing about that is it's applied in like a multi-layer process, so it just holds up better, and you know what can be a harsh climate here.
Great.
And you will have keypads on all your doors, so you'll never get locked out of your house.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That way if my kids forget to bring their key, they can still get in.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, here over to the right, you mentioned you would use these for your kids, so these would be the 2 guest rooms.
Nice.
Through here, as you said they have doubles, right?
Mm-hmm, double beds.
Does this space look like it would work?
Absolutely, there's plenty of room in here for
Great.
all their stuff.
Here's the guest bathroom, and as you can see, we just try to keep as much natural light in the home as possible. It just gives is that a pleasing view out there with the palm tree and the light coming through?
Yeah, it's nice to have natural light in the bathroom.
It is,
A lot of
yeah.
places don't do that.
And it helps on your energy too. You know, we keep the lights on because it's pleasing to show it that way. But living here every day, you wouldn't have to keep them all on and still have a lot of light.
Oh, I love the double windows in the front.
Yeah, more of that light. And the windows we use are dual pane with a vapor gas barrier, which just basically means they're going to be 30% more efficient than, you know, your standard aluminum windows. So that's something that'll help cut down on your energy costs.
That's great.
And you said the great room was your favorite room in the house.
Yes. Wow. This is pretty awesome. I love the ceilings.
Yeah, the coffered ceilings give it a nice touch. And this is part of the through view I was talking about, very open. And, you know, going along with that theme of new construction, that's a nice view rather than looking at the back of someone's house.
That's beautiful view.
Yeah. Here's the den. You mentioned you'd be using it for an office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, obviously you could seat your desk and computer anywhere you want, but it's still large enough to where you could also put an extra couch in here, you know, have a TV, so if you're working and want to relax, you can do that too.
Yeah, this is a good size office.
And here's the kitchen. Do you like to cook?
I do. I love to cook.
All right. Well, this GE stove comes with a griddle as well. So, you know, you're making Sunday morning breakfast or whatever, it's just another option you have.
And is that a gas
Yes,
range?
it is.
Oh, wow,
Yes.
that's nice.
And these GE appliances come with a standard 2-year warranty. Something that's exclusive through Neil is if you register them through the manufacturer, that's extended to 5 years.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, so it gives you a little bit of peace of mind, right?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Because it seems like, I mean, the burner went out on mine, it's only a couple of years old. It seems like something always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like this space would work for you if you entertained?
Absolutely.
This walkway?
Yeah, I like that I can be here at the island and still cooking in the kitchen, but still be a part of everything.
Definitely.
Not feel like I've been shunned to the kitchen to make the food.
Yeah, it's all kind of flows very well. And then the cabinets here are 36 inches and they're Timberlake. You notice we have the crown molding on the top.
Very pretty.
And here's a pantry.
Oh, it's a good size.
It is. So that space would definitely accommodate whatever you want to keep in there?
Yes. It would hold all the stuff from my trips to Sam's Club.
I don't know, those bottled waters take up quite a bit of space. Here's the laundry room, obviously. And I mean, really, it kind of speaks for itself. Do you think this
I like
fits?
that it has a sink. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So you don't have to create a mess when you go to the sink. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is your HVAC system. It's a Carrier and it's a 16-seater, which, you know, really that's just the energy efficiency rating, and most of the standard ones you're going to find are about 14. So that combined with the windows will save you some dollars each month on your power bill.
That's great.
Oh, also, something I forgot to mention. Like the appliances, if you register this through the manufacturer, the standard warranty is 2 years, but the parts will be covered for 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And this is the garage.
It's a good size.
It is, and yeah, we finished the floor just to give it that nice, pleasing look. If there ever were a hurricane, we have hurricane shutters that are included with the home.
Okay.
This is your water heater, and the reason we keep them out here is, you know, if you ever did have a catastrophic situation, your home wouldn't be flooded, it would all go out the garage.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't even think about that. You
Well,
always hear those horror stories on hot water heaters, you know?
I'm sure somebody had to figure out the hard way before they started doing that. Alright, and over here would be your wing of the house.
Wow, I get my own wing. This is great.
Yeah. So you can kind of have that feeling of being with everybody, you know, with the kitchen and everything else, but if one day you just want to be by yourself, shut that door. Here's a water closet. We keep Moen faucets in all our bathrooms, and those have a limited lifetime warranty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And something that a lot of people say that they don't see in other homes, but we do here in Neal, is this. And that's so you don't get hit with cold water when you get in the morning.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Multiple closets. Will
Oh,
the space
good.
work for your clothes and shoes and things?
Yes, this one for my shoes, that one for my clothes.
Great.
Love it.
And this is the master.
Oh, what a pretty view from the master.
It's a beautiful view. Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask about that, but you're ahead of me. Would your bed work in here?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, great.
Plenty of space.
Lots of natural light, too.
Yes.
And last but not least is your lanai. Once again, you can enjoy that view, and you know, 6-7 months out of the year, it's almost like another living room, really.
That's great.
Yeah, we have a lot of residents that mount TVs and move their furniture and stuff out here.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit hot on a day like today, but you know, during the end of the year and the beginning, it's a really nice place to be. So, Katie, after touring this home, are there any more rooms you'd like to see or any questions you'd like for me to answer?
No, I think you've done a really good job of covering everything.
Okay. Well, based on, you know, just this location, how you feel about the amenities, the size of the home, and the investment range, is there any reason you would want to make it yours today?
You know, I think I just need to sleep on it.
Okay. Are there any questions I failed to answer for you today?
No, you did a really good job. It's such a big decision. I don't know. It's a lot of money, you know.
It is, yeah. And I mean, it's probably gonna be the biggest purchase you make of your life. Usually it is for most people when they buy a home, so I can definitely respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a time you would like to set aside that we can meet and go over your options, and maybe, you know, I can answer some of the questions, and I'm sure that will come to you later. I know this is a lot to take in.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, I love this house. So, I mean, yeah, we can go ahead and schedule an appointment for me to come back.
Okay, great. When would be a good time?
I don't know, do you have any availability like this weekend?
Let me check. Saturday at 10 a.m.?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, great.
Great.